Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dragon Ball Legends. And once again, I'm going to have to start off this video by formally apologizing for the fact that there was no uploads over the past couple of days. Once again, of course, the wires were having issues. I got a brand new setup completely. I'm hoping that nothing goes wrong. If something does go wrong, then I'm actually going to have to replace my my recording system, which is going to really suck. But without further ado, I did think I was recording Rush 2 yesterday, but unfortunately, system issues. So we're just going to go ahead and go into Rush 3. Rush 2 isn't that interesting anyway, so it wasn't like anything was missed, really. So just more of me talking about stuff. So I had talked about which most of you obviously can see now because it is live as of when this video is going up. The LR, Nappa, and Vegeta were just released on Dokkan. Bait banner, 100% a bait banner. Do not summon on it. My next video will actually be covering that new unit and like what is good about this unit, what is bad about this unit. Is it worth summoning? I can tell you right now, it is not worth summoning unless... if you're a whale or even a dolphin, if you wanted to throw a few multis at it, see if you can get lucky or whatever, that's fine. But, yeah, it's... The one interesting thing I will say is LRUI is actually on that banner, which I was not expecting. So, that is pretty crazy. I definitely didn't think they were going to re-release LRUI until, I don't even know, probably... whatever the LR banner after the anniversary is, because obviously we're going to have the dual one. So that raises the interesting question for me, is LRUI going to be on the Rose Broly banner? Because if he is, global players, that banner is actually going to be pretty good for anybody that didn't get the UI and was like, well, I don't want to summon for him because the anniversary is coming up and all that. So I do recommend, if you're going to throw money at it, just pick up the stones, don't do the summons. So I'll go over that more deeply, but as for a recap of anything happening summoning-wise, I don't think I've pulled anything. Obviously nothing's made an impression, so I haven't pulled anything that's that great. So I know the 7 Deadly Sins video, that one did go up, that one nothing. Legends over the last couple of days, nothing, so yeah, it's... I will say that it seems to have that I have better luck when I'm on recording, which is really good. I definitely prefer it that way anyways. There will be another Legends video in a few hours, so there's going to be one, I guess for me it's currently Monday, so there will be one Monday and there will be one going up for Tuesday, a Legends video, and then there will also be a Dokkan video that I'll probably do. Maybe I'll do two. So I'll do one covering like everything that was just released on the new promo that came out today. And for you Dokkan players that are watching this, the maintenance, I do ask that yes, we're all extremely. Trust me, I was livid to keep waking up just to see that. Oh, we're in maintenance. We're in maintenance. We're in maintenance. I mean, I think it was from 5 p.m. my time yesterday until 11 a.m. today. Like. I mean, it's inexcusable, but we do have to, keep in mind that certain things don't always go the way that some of these companies hope they do when they put them on there. So I know at first they were trying to blame it on the App Store, saying, yeah, there's no app update available, which was utter nonsense, but, just try to be a little understanding. They did give out 7 stones, which at the end of the day, is that justified for was that 18-hour maintenance or whatever, or 17-hour maintenance? No, absolutely not. It should have been, in my opinion, it should have been at least 30 stones, or at least enough for a multi. Or if they didn't want to do that, at least give like discount multis. But I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So, but yeah, so. Going back to Legends, since we are playing Legends, I'm just kind of having auto battle on just because, this isn't really anything worth doing myself. This is more of just kind of like an informational thing of things that will be coming up. I know originally I did say that like, I'm going to be looking to try and get a new mic, which I am still planning on doing. So it's just obviously with everything going on right now, money is not something that can just be spent over and over and over and over and over again, which seems hypocritical because I'm, buying stones and chrono crystals and all these things. But I really am hoping that I can find a way to make my mic that I have a mic right now. I just can't hook it up to my current setup. I'm hoping to find a way that I can get that set up because I do, while my audio isn't horrible, it's definitely not set the way I want it to. And then before the 5-year anniversary, I do intend of making these videos like have little things on the side so it's not just, this bar in the middle surrounded by black. But yeah, so I'm hoping to have all that done before July 8th, which is when the 5th year anniversary, that is when it drops. It drops Wednesday, July 8th, unless they do like a day off to prep for it, because a lot of their promos recently have been coming out on Sundays and Thursdays. Obviously, that can change at any time. We can't say 100%, oh, well, it's coming out on the 9th. I know Truth was, he always thinks it comes out on the 7th because that's what they've been doing. It's very possible they do that and there is a one-day overlap. I don't know that they'll do that. They haven't really done overlaps for banners, even really celebrations in a long time. So I would say 100% the 8th is when I would be prepared for it. It may be the 9th. I would prepare for the 8th. The absolute latest it would be that Sunday, which would be this, let's see, 9th, 10th, 11th, the 12th. The 12th would be the absolute latest day for the start of the 5th year anniversary. A lot of people are saving up stones. Smart. Do not let this legendary summon, bamboozle you. Like I said, UI Goku may be on there. The new LR, Nappa, and Vegeta are absolutely amazing. It's not worth going for them. It really isn't. If you are dead set on but I really like this unit, don't throw any more than 3 multis at it. Or I know one of my typical rules is if I'm okay, I really don't want to spend too much on this banner, but I do want to see if I can get them, I go until I get my first LR, and then I stop. I think that is a very good rule to follow. I think that that's your best bet at making sure that you don't go crazy. But I mean, at the end of the day, I will say obviously that Scouter Vegeta is one of my favorites, and his Ultra Super Attack is absolutely incredible. So I can't say 100%, that, and I'll cover this more in my next video, but it's not worth it. It really isn't. Legendary summons are never one of those things that you should commit on, because those are banners. I mean, you can go 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 stones and not see the unit. Whereas Dokkan Fest, if you spend 4,000 stones, I mean, and this is coming from a guy who, on the 4th year anniversary, in over 5,000 stones, I didn't pull either one of the new units. 4,000 stones, you have a 99.9% chance of pulling it. And here's the thing with Dokkan Fest, you don't pull them. You're still pulling top tier units. You're pulling lead units. You're pulling great usable units. It's really just a matter of allocating stones properly. There are 3 times a year where I 100% say spend stones. If you spend them here, you're going to get best value. It's not a matter of, well, you're going to keep saying that because it's good, every banner is going to be better. Well, yes, but if you're saving up, let's say you have 2,000 stones saved up. If you pull Vegito and Gogeta and 1,000 stones, and you keep that 1,000, you're going to constantly have a surplus of stones, and you can throw them at banners here and there. I'm not saying never summon except on these banners. I'm just saying make sure that you spend any and every stone possible to try and get the units. And some people may want duplicates of the units, and I never say that's a bad idea. 100%, if you can get out of these Gogeta and Vegito banners with 2 dupes into each of them, that is a huge win. You're looking at like I said, depending on who you ask, the best units in the game. They're absolutely terrific in every which way. So coming out with 2 dupes of them, you basically have just created the last resort team with 2 powerhouses. I mean, they can carry you through Dokkan events. If you're just starting off and you pull both of those units, you basically have already won Dokkan. Like, it's crazy how good they are. So, and if you're not getting them, on Vegito's banner, you're getting future Trunks, you're getting Zamasu, you're getting LR Int Gogeta, or not Gogeta, Vegito, you're getting LR Gohan, you're getting these top tier ridiculous units. I mean, God, who else is on his banner? I think he's got the Tech Vegito Blue, the STR Rose, he may have the AGL Rose. Like, these units are units that are 100% I can run them still, and they will do what I need them to do. Like, it's ridiculous. So, yeah, saving stones at the end of the day is never a bad idea, but there are certain banners you should not skip. The 3 banners every year, 100% that you should go all out on: Anniversary, Christmas, and the download celebrations. They always release broken units. I mean, I can't say always, because Global, I know for Christmas we got LR Kale Cleveland, then we got the, like, Kaioken Goku. Oh, but I think that was also when we got Trunks and Zamasu, so yeah, like, last year's, that triple combo, we had the Trunks and Zamasu, the Gohan and Cell, and the Super Saiyan 4s. 3 of those 6 units are top tier. Actually, really, you can make an argument all 6 are top tier, but 3 of those are like top 5 units in the game. The Trunks is fantastic. The LR Super Saiyan 4s are ridiculously good. The Goku is amazing in pretty much everything except Super Battle Road, and the Vegeta is amazing in Super Battle Road, so you're really not looking at a bad way to handle this. So it's really just a matter of, like, look at the past units that have come on these celebrations and just know, like, these banners are going to be always good. And the thing about the download celebration that a lot of people, I don't even think it dawns on them, that is Global and JP at the same time getting the same thing. So a lot of people obviously, like, they're like, okay, yeah, but the Gohan and Cell were great, but their transformations were bad. That Gohan doesn't need to transform to be a powerhouse. Like, before he transforms, in my opinion, he's actually better because you're constantly stacking the defense. Like, his damage is always going to be there. Is it going to reach like 8 or 9 million? No, but 2 or 3 million? Yeah, easily. So there's a lot of things on these banners that you're just talking about ridiculous. And they're always dual Dokkan Fest, and on Global we always get sales and... both versions get sales. We get discounts and we get tickets. Like, it's honestly ridiculous, like, how much they try to help out Global. And there's always going to be the people that are like, oh, Global gets shafted so much. Like, oh my god, why is Global always getting shafted? Global shaft, Global shaft, Global shaft. I don't think people actually realize that in many ways, Global is actually given benefits that JP is not given. So I know one of the main things is, like, that I always hear this argument, and I will always rebuttal it. The Kefla banner. Yeah, they gave out, what was it, 200 or 300 free stones or something like that. And when I first heard about it, I was like, oh my god, that's ridiculous. But I'm looking at this. They don't have Pilaf Trove. And for some people, it's like, Pilaf Trove, what does that benefit? If you haven't been paying attention, their recent Dokkan Fest, they have been selling the bundles that give you a guaranteed featured unit when you get it. And it's the price of, like, what 61 stones is. So in essence, you're getting a multi for the price of a multi, but it's a guaranteed featured. So, and even the side units, like the non-Dokkan Fest ones, are still ridiculous. So yeah, you could brick and get a rainbow unit, but you're getting a Dokkan Fest guaranteed. Almost, I guess. But, I mean, you have a 2 in 7 chance on most banners, at least, sometimes it's a 2 in 8, of pulling a brand new unit. That alone is ridiculous. But then let's get into the discounts. On these past, the Beerus and the Dual Dokkan Fest alone, they would have saved us, I think, about a total of 150 stones. And that's just from those 2. That's not even including all the other sales we've had. So when you're looking at that, we've been saved, or in essence given, more stones than JP has. 100%. Then you look at tickets. Every, was it 4 multis, you get another free multi. It's so stupid to hear these arguments about, well, global gets shafted, global doesn't get shafted at all. And then there's people right now, and if you're one of these people, please just listen to this for a second. Why wasn't Whis on the Ultra Instinct banner? I just let that sink in for a second. Why was Whis not on that banner? That's a global shaft. I've heard this. And I can't believe that there are people that don't understand. How could he have been on that banner if he wasn't in the game yet? He gets added on the Beerus banner. If you really think that they were going to just randomly add him on the UI Goku banner, I don't know what to tell you. That is not going to ever happen. Not once. So, I'm sorry that you feel that that's a shaft, but that is... It was unrealistic to assume that he was on that banner. And then I want you to look at this. We have the Vegeta and Nappa with UI Goku on that banner. JP did not get that. So are you telling me you would rather have the Whis available on the UI Goku banner or the UI available on the Nappa banner? Because I'm telling you, if you think that Whis is better to have on the other banner, then I'm sorry, that's crazy to me. So it's just one of those things that I hear and I'm just like, really? We're complaining about this? But that's what I think a lot of people are like, okay, I really like this about Legends. Legends does everything simultaneously because they don't have exclusive versions of the game. So a lot of people, I think, feel, in essence, that Legends is better. And I'm not saying either way, Dokkan or Legends is the better game. I can't, in my right mind, say 100% one is better than the other. One, it's going to depend on, what do you prefer to play. But the things that Legends does better than Dokkan are sales. I mean, every day right now, you can get up to 7,000 stones for half off. It's ridiculous. You get the daily discounts. If Dokkan did that for once a day, you could do a single summon for 1 stone, in essence. Come on. I would be doing that on every single banner. I don't care if it's one of the type banners. I don't care what banner it is. I would be throwing a single at it and seeing, hey, maybe I get lucky here. Maybe I get a Zeno animation. Another thing, obviously, and this isn't, Dokkan isn't to blame for this, but the fact that you have 2 versions and you have to, try to make it fair between the 2 versions, that is almost impossible to do. I don't think people realize, how hard that is to do. You're going to have people complain on both sides of the game no matter what you do. So I guarantee there are JP players right now complaining that we have UI Goku on the Vegeta and Nappa banner. As I said, I think really I do believe genuinely that JP gets shafted more than Global does. I really 150% do. I think that we are given more opportunities for special things than JP is. Now, a lot of people are going to disagree, and they're going to be like, no, Global's gotten shafted all these times, and to me, Dokkan has more than made up for any shaft that they may have made in the past, because I know in the past, obviously, because when that Kefla thing happened, Global wasn't getting any of these, special things happening. We didn't have the Pilaf Trove yet, we didn't have any of that stuff, but we're at a point now to where I think they try to even it out by giving each side special things. So, and at the end of the day, I will say this. The fact that UI Goku came out on Dokkan first, I thought, on Global Dokkan first, I felt was kind of insulting to JP players. Because you're talking about, one of the most iconic moments, not just in Dragon Ball Super, but in Dragon Ball as a whole, and you're giving that to Global first. The Gohan Goten LR card, to me, that moment is cool and all, but that's not one of those moments where people are like, oh my god, this is dope. Maybe some people feel that way, but it's not UI Goku. So I will say that they did themselves a favor by not making it mastered UI, because then there definitely would have been problems, but I think people need to sit back and like realize like how good they have been, considering like JP is 6 months ahead or however. I think it's exactly 6 months ahead actually. That they have been trying to like equalize it out, and even now, like you're looking at after this, we have two main Dokkan fests that come out after the anniversary, and then now obviously JP is constantly going to be getting content, so um, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of stuff that you have to look at. You have to look at the whole picture here and realize, like, okay, yeah, we may have had some things in the past, but look at how they've tried to make it up to us. Like, you can see clearly that Dokkan is trying, and that's to me, that's what's important. That I can see that there's effort being made, and that's why this maintenance, I think, really kind of made me a little irritated, just because I did feel in essence like there was more that needed to be said, and there should have been better care taken about it personally. But at the end of the day, I'll forgive Dokkan. At the end of the day, and a lot of people were complaining about login rewards. Well, they gave all of us our login rewards and made sure we didn't lose our streak. They did everything possible to give us exactly what we would have had anyways. So login streaks weren't messed up. You didn't miss out in like even daily capsule stuff. I got my daily capsule stuff. They gave that to me, so it wasn't some. It was an annoyance. It wasn't a hindrance, I guess is what I can say. So I'm just glad that they did give out more than their usual 1 stone for the extra maintenance. Was it enough? No. I still think that there should have been more given out, but it wasn't so bad that I'm like, oh my god, I hate Dokkan. Dokkan, you suck. Why would you do this? How can you treat your player base like this? I was going on their Facebook page. I was looking at all these comments, and I mean, people were so angry about this. And as I said, I was upset 100% because I was just like, I want to log into Dokkan. I have stuff that I can be doing right now. Which I'm kind of glad that was happening, at least while I was still having the whole setup issues. So that is a good thing. Not in this video. In the Dokkan video, I will cover something that deeply, deeply made me sad, and how I'm sad that I didn't get it on camera. But you'll see that in the next video. Let's try to talk about Legends, future of Legends, some Legends videos that I might be doing in the future, stuff like that. I do want to play more PvP because I do want to learn how to get better at the game. So I'll probably be doing PvP 2, 3, maybe even 4 times a week. I'm going to try to do all of these space-time rushes. So these refresh, I think, every 2 weeks. I probably won't record all 5 stages every single week. So, obviously this week you won't see all 5, but I'll try to do, maybe stage 4 and stage 5, because this is a good time to just talk and inform about what's going on and everything. So as for what's going to be happening on Legends, whatever comes next, it's not going to be some crazy thing. Obviously with the celebration, we still have another week. There will be more content released tomorrow. I'll go over that tomorrow. Well, I guess technically I'll be going over it on Wednesday, but there's probably nothing too crazy that's going to be happening. They'll hand out more free chrono crystals. They'll hand out more summon tickets, free daily summons. I think weekend summon still comes back 1 more week, so there's still stuff here. But Dokkan is the one that there will probably be coming up a lot more content on. I am working on rainbowing some of these units that I have all 4 copies. They just need SA, and I can farm free to play versions of them, and I'll go over which ones you can free to play farm and stuff like that. So yeah, Legends is one of those ones I can always go back to and just do PvP, just to show how good is this unit in PvP, and da-da-da-da-da, and I can always do showcases on units. I can do them in PvP like I did with some of these teams, but obviously when you're not as good mechanically at the game as other people, showcasing in PvP doesn't go very well sometimes. So maybe what I'll do is, for a showcase, I can start off on one of the 5,000 power level enemies in the main story and bring that unit in and see like, hey, can you 1v1 them? But the main thing is usually in PvP you can see a unit's full potential because the fight lasts longer, but it's not a big deal. The other things that I can cover obviously is like, you know, how to build this team. The main thing I still need to do, I have so much to still do on this game. I have to get equipment. I need to like figure out like, okay, Zenkai Awakening, am I going to do some summons for this? Because like the Goku I have done, doing the summons, like I still haven't even really touched the Trunks just because of how much of a pain it is and how much of a process that is. It's ridiculous. Like it's, for those of you that play both Dokkan and this, the LR Prime battle is the only thing that even comes remotely close to how much of a process this is. And I also, hold on, I have a few seconds left in this, so I'm going to try to finish this up. It's just it's such a grind, and I appreciate a good grind because it gives me more stuff to do, but it is, when it gets to a point to where I'm like, wow, this is taking me 14 hours of just gameplay, not of real life time, but of just gameplay to get this unit to like maxed out. It's too much. Like at that point it's too much. I still want to be able to enjoy and have a good time, but then like the Prime battles when they release the campaigns for them are not bad because you can use a team comp that gets extra drops. I mean, getting +2 every run is nice and all, but that doesn't make the process super fast by any means. So it's just this process that I don't know. I think it's cool that they're in essence giving free-to-play Zenkai units for people, but like, I think there was a better way of going about it. Alright, so I don't know how this works because I've never actually not completed a stage. So do I get another try at it? Yeah, okay, and it leaves PyCon at like no health. Okay, I'll just bring in Piccolo real quick, I guess. That's fine. So, but yeah, and Grand Cross is another one. Grand Cross has really, though, been, like, irritating me because of how bad the rates are, and I go over this every single time I do a Grand Cross video. Any of you that play Grand Cross, you know, the rates are atrocious. So, and in that game, a multi is only 30. So, like, Nagato, the main, well, I can't say the main, but the one I've watched the most of Grand Cross-wise, he did 1,000 diamonds on the Escanor banner and didn't pull an Escanor. And keep in mind, there's only, like, I think 12 or 13 available SSRs that you can get on that banner. So the fact that you're doing that many multis and not pulling them is ridiculous. Like, I'm sorry, but there's got to be a point where you're like, wow, this is actual garbage. Like, it's just kind of stupid how some of them operate, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Can't change much about that. So, let's see, what else is coming in the near future. That really right now, it's just, I'm counting down the days until the anniversary on Dokkan, and I think a lot of people that play Dokkan, that's exactly what they're doing right now. We're just kind of waiting, and especially with this new banner, this new banner is 100% a bait banner. Like, there's no other way to describe it other than they are trying to make you spend stones on... I mean, it's a good unit. As I said, 100%. If this unit came out after the anniversary and after the 1 million download celebration, like, it would be like, okay, yeah, you could probably spend some stones on this and it would be okay. Once again, it's never recommended go in on a legendary summon unless, like, you love the unit. Like, UI Goku was the only one that I think I've actually seen people say, you should go for this unit. He's that good. And I always have mixed feelings when you're talking about a unit that uses RNG factored in. Anytime I see great chance to dodge, I'm like, okay, that's a 70% chance. That's nice and all. But that would also require that I am lucky enough to have that 70% chance. And obviously 70% chance is you have a really high chance of it happening. RNG is not something I like to trust or mess with ever, because I always feel like, in essence, it's not going to go the way I want it to. But, yeah, he's great. I mean, once he gets all the way charged up, he is insane. It's just RNG, man. It's not like the LR Trunks in Goten, for example. I do not like that unit. Like, straight up, that is my least favorite LR in the game, at least summonable wise. I know some people really like them, and if it's one of your only LRs, I understand that, but one, I have them, they're my closest unit to being rainbowed LR wise. I pulled 2 of them back to back off of the Super Saiyan Goku banner, the Spirit Bomb Absorption one, and I'm like, dude, I don't want any more of these units. I really, truly don't. They're just, they're not good enough to warrant using them. And at one point, I will do a full rant on this. I'm trying to stay away from the Dokkan right now because we aren't playing Dokkan, but it's hard because Dokkan obviously has the most stuff that's going to be happening with it. So, all right, Frieza, that's cool, bro. But it's I'll go over that at some other point. I don't want to get into it. It's like a 10-minute discussion of all the reasons why I don't think the unit is good, but we won't worry about that right now. So yeah, Legends near future. I don't see myself doing any more multis on the banner. The daily discounts and everything obviously take more chrono crystals every single day, so it's not very likely you'll see me get another multi. If I do, it'll be just one probably, because I'm not dropping any more dollars. I have every unit. It's not worth spending money on it. I've gotten 3 Vegito Blues. I could go for the 4th to max out his leader skill. It's just, I don't feel it's worth it personally, so that's just my take on it. For those of you who have not pulled every single unit, don't say this as like, oh, so I should stop summoning. 100% go. Go until you've got all the units, or go until you're satisfied with what you've pulled. These banners are so good. At the end of the day, you don't get one of the new units, you could still pull, I mean, some relative heat off of them. So, not saying stop summoning, just saying I personally probably won't be summoning on them very much, because I have pretty much gotten anything and everything I could ever want off of these banners. You know, these banners have been very kind to me. Even Dokkan has been really kind to me. The only one recently that has completely destroyed me was the Android 13 banner. And I didn't pull UI Goku, but that one, I didn't do nearly as many summons as I did on Super 13, and I got a dupe of 2 LRs that I still use, so it wasn't a hard L as some of the other banners that I've been part of. Like, Super 13 100% was a huge L for me. I got 2 Dokkan Fest units, I got 3 of the same one, and 1 of the other one, and I had both of them, so... And they're good units, both of them. Like, it's the Kid Goku and the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I just don't see myself using either one of them that much. I do use them in the Battlefield or the Clash or whatever they call it on Global. But they're just not... They're not, like, my favorite units. So, but... Yeah, so Legends, I'm trying to think if there's anything else right now other than, like, PvP and this, and obviously, like, summons, like, the free summons that I get. I don't think there's really anything content-wise to cover. I think I've pretty much hit the nail on the head with these. So it'll be, like, I'll always do a video covering all the new content. Like, this is what you should do, this is what you can, like, skip. Like, right now, the Ginyu Force Rising thing, I don't think that's a must-do. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, don't. I always recommend going for it. Just, you know, stones are stones, or crystals are crystals, I guess, in this game. So, I do always think it is better to, if you haven't completed something, do it, but I don't know how many times that one's been here, so a lot of people probably have it. So if you haven't done, obviously, there's nothing much for you, but a lot of these events I haven't completed 100% because I went away from the game for so long, so... So, yeah, I had this game pre-ordered. I grinded the heck out of it for about 2 weeks. I got every single Sparking, because back then there was only like 7 Sparkings in the game. It was Scouter Vegeta, Super Saiyan Namek Goku, Pan, Piccolo, Pikkon, and then there was like 2 more added the next week, but I can't remember who they were off the top of my head. Was this 17 and 18 maybe? I know this Gohan came out the one I'm using right now, he came out relatively shortly after release as well, but I think his may have been a little longer because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I had every single Sparking up until they got to like 13 or 14 of them, and then like, you know, when you're going for one unit, just like every other gacha game, it's hard to get exactly what you want. And this was back before they even had like the Bardock or the Trunks animations, so you would get a guaranteed Sparking animation and you would be like, well, okay, yeah, I have a 1 in 13 chance of pulling what I want. So, but yeah, let's see. And then I would play intermittently, and then I played really hard during Black Friday because that was when they had a triple header banner. It was Super Saiyan 3 Goku Angel, Majin Vegeta, who I, by the way, still do not have, and Goku Black. And I think I did 20 or 30 multis, and I didn't pull a single one of them, and that's when I kind of went away from it for a while. I think I came back at Christmas briefly, and I was like, yeah, until the rates improve, I don't see myself coming back to this. And now, obviously, I don't know 100% whether they've done anything rates related at all, but, well, actually I do. During this anniversary, they've upped rates to 10% on the anniversary banners, which 100% has helped. I think they should keep it that way. I think it should permanently be that way. Guaranteed Sparkings on some of these banners, I don't think we're at that point yet. I think Dokkan waited until, was it year 3? It was after year 2. I think it was year 3 they implemented that at the anniversary, actually. Or it was just shortly before that, or just shortly after it, but we're not at that point yet. I know a lot of people have been wanting that. I think we got to give it just a little bit longer, and that's the same thing with 7 Deadly Sins. It's going to be forever before we get guaranteed SSRs on multis. They have a recoup system, or a justice system, or what do they call it? A mercy system to kind of make up for it, but you're talking about, in essence, I have to spend, what, 5? You have to get 5 bricks, so 150, so 180 diamonds in order to guarantee yourself an SSR. Like, it's... And obviously, I mean, you look at Dokkan, and 180 is like, oh, okay. Well, I guess in that game it would be 300. Yeah, 300 gives you... because it's 10 per multi, so 60. So, but in that game, obviously, it's Dokkan Fest exclusives, and Dokkan Fest exclusives are still better than normal SSRs in Grand Cross. Just Grand Cross doesn't have anything like the festival units or anything like that yet. So, when we do get to that point, oh man, it's gonna get crazy. So, but yeah, intermittently, I'll probably do like a Grand Cross video, but it's not gonna be, unless there's some brand new thing or there's a banner that I'm going in on, that's just going to kind of be in the background. So the main ones, 100% Dokkan Legends. When the year 5 anniversary drops, it's going to be Dokkan, 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 Dokkan. There probably won't be any Dragon Ball Legends videos, because I'm going to do like the new Boss Rush stage, the new Infinite History stages. I'm going to be testing out the new units, assuming I pull them. So I'm really, really excited. Like, I don't think I've been this hyped for a celebration ever. I don't think anything can touch this. Because I know I think the only thing that they could do that could make me more hype is if it was a dual LR Dokkan Fest for. Ooh. See, this is what I gotta think. Like, what could hype me up more than, because like the Goku and Vegeta banners are always cool and stuff, but I don't really care about Goku, and I love Vegeta. With Gogeta and Vegito, I love Gogeta. I love Vegito 100%. Like, I like Gogeta more, but I still love Vegito. Whereas I really like Vegeta, like Vegeta's favorite character, but Goku I couldn't really care about in any way, shape, or form. So you'll always see me anytime it's a festival between a Goku and a Vegeta. I will go in the Vegeta first, and I will not stop summoning until I get the Vegeta. Then I may head to the Goku banner. It's going to be a law. Like, it's just, it always will be. So I think they would have to do something. It would have to be another like dual fusion banner, I think, is what they would have to do. So, but I mean, dual Dokkan Fest are always going to be like top things for me. So I think, well, actually, you know what could actually hype me up even more is if they did a dual Dokkan Fest LR. Yeah, I think if they did a dual Dokkan Fest LR Vegeta Blue Evolution and God Topo, and they did like something crazy for them, I would be super hyped for that. And even like Ultra Instinct Goku, I did really like even for a Goku transformation, I was like, okay, this is pretty dope. So they could do that and like an LR Jiren, which the 100% is going to happen. But I don't know, dual blue fusions? Hard to beat. I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, what about an Omega and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is amazing, 100%, but I couldn't care less about the Omega. I really couldn't. So, but that's another case of just like my personal opinion. Like, I'm not saying 100% like, there's probably some people that genuinely would like that more, but I do not care. I really don't about either of those units personally. So, let's see, what are some other possibilities? You got to think of like some of these things, and Legends 100% can still release something I'm more hyped for, and it would be Gogeta Blue. Like, we still don't even have a Gogeta Blue. We have a fake Gogeta Blue. You know, the Gogeta Blue that doesn't go blue, and he just goes Super Saiyan. Why we still don't have anything better than that, I could not tell you, but I will tell you this: I 150%, when they drop a Gogeta Blue, will be summoning like crazy for him, because we have the Broly that goes full power. You know, the guy he fights, but we don't have the guy that I don't know what it is about Legends and Gogeta shafting, but I mean, when the the Element Blue Gogeta was released on here, he was, I mean, that guy was everywhere. I mean, he's still really good. It's just, you compare him to the new Vegito Blue, and you're like, yeah, this is, I mean, it's not even a fight. The Vegito Blue takes his place because they're the same element, and the Vegito Blue is a million times better. It just doesn't make any sense to me why we do not have a Gogeta Blue in the game. Like, we also don't have an Evolution Vegeta. We don't have an Ultra Instinct Goku. We don't have a Jiren. We don't have a Topo. We don't have, I was about to say we don't have a Kefla, but we have a Kefla. Let's see, what are some of the other like main things that we're missing? I mean, we only have one Kid Buu, which is crazy to think. We don't have a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. We just got our first Omega. Let's see, what are some other characters that like we're missing? Golden Frieza Angel is still a possibility. I think Ultimate Gohan has a card, but it's bad. But I mean, Ultimate Gohan still doesn't have a good card in freaking Dokkan either. So I mean, you can make arguments there too. Let's see, what else do we got on Legends that they could still release? I think the Gogetas are obviously going to be the main ones for me, and Evolution Vegeta, 100%. Ultra Instinct will be cool, although I have a feeling when he comes out, they're going to give him something stupid. It's going to be like automatically dodges super attacks if your gauge is full or something. It's going to be something super annoying. As much as I'm looking forward to that, I'm not looking forward to that. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got several Gotenks. We've got the bajillion Vegetos at this point. We have the Gohans. We've got the Trunks. Although, actually, now that I think about it, while we do have Rage Trunks, we don't actually have a Sword of Hope Trunks in this game. Now that I think about it, that's kind of crazy to think. We don't have one of those, so they could do that. We also do not have a mutated Merge Zamasu. So, dual lead at some point? Or, well, dual banner lead? Just saying, I think it could be coming. Just a heads up on that. What else could we have on here that could be cool? Could do like even like some units like Nappa. We don't have a Sparking Nappa or Sparking Raditz. I don't think we don't have a Sparking Whis, I don't think. We got this Beerus. He's still the only Beerus too, which is also pretty crazy. Speaking of, good AI. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to think movies now. I was about to say we don't have a Metal Cooler, but we do. I just don't use him. We could still use, they could do, Super Saiyan 3 Broly on here. Speaking of Super Saiyan 3 Broly, please give that man either a new card or an Easy A on Dokkan. For the love of God. God, I've got to think of all the possibilities on here. And Legends, here's the thing. Legends still has, animations that they can come up with. They still have stuff that they can do just base-wise for the game. So I know Dokkan at some point, 100%, there is no doubt in my mind, there will be some sort of new mechanic implemented, and I don't know if they'll do it for next anniversary, because keep in mind, JP's anniversary is only in 6 months. Now, obviously, for a lot of people, they're like, oh, only 6 months, that's forever. It's a long ways away, but that is plenty of time for them to come up with a new mechanic that they could easily just implement into the game and say, yep, okay, this is what we're doing. So, as for what that mechanic could look like, I really don't know. There's also... Okay, AI, that was unnecessary. You could do new game modes. Dokkan and Legends have pretty much infinite capabilities. Even in Legends, we've seen how many different game... it started off, we had the stories, you had, the growth events for the soul boosts and stuff like that. But now we've got rising challenges... We've got the space-time rush. We've got PvP, which I think the PvP was base game, but we have those. We have the hyperdimensional co-op, which is still pretty relatively new, at least. We have the new, I think this is actually newer than the hyperdimensional co-op, questionably. The new. Oh my god, what do you call those things? The new format for the stages where it's like a map and you walk around and stuff, that's pretty cool. So, still room to grow, 100%. Alright, let's see if we can beat this Beerus. Because this is now almost an hour long. So, but we covered some good stuff here, so... Alright. Oh, I do love this Gotenks, though. He's so good. Yep, Beerus is dead. Just like that. Sweet! I did, unfortunately, already do my first multi with the free tickets, but it is what it is. I'll get another one here, I think, with these stages. So, I didn't get anything. Spoiler alert, figures. I think they gave me somebody that I got up to like 7 stars. I don't remember who it was though. So there's 2 more tickets, some chrono crystals, so good stuff. Alright guys, well that is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to stay tuned. I try to upload at least twice a day, 2 times a day, new videos for you to watch and enjoy. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, afternoon, whatever time of day you're watching this. I hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah guys, this is Miraculous Transcendent signing off, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Later guys.